The one link you need to share for your podcast. There's a lot of talk about making your podcast available everywhere, and that's great. But just sending potential listeners to a menu of options can really be overwhelming for them, especially when they're not already familiar with podcasts. In this short video, I'm going to show you how I created a single link to put on my WordPress website's homepage that will automatically send people to the right place so that they can get the show delivered to their phones for free without having to make a ton of decisions. If they're on an iPhone, it'll go straight to Apple Podcasts. If they're on an Android phone, it'll go to Google Podcasts. And then for any other operating system, they're going to get some subscription options. This is what it looks like on a computer. This is the homepage of my website. I've added a button right here that says listen for free. And if I click that button on my Mac computer, it's going to take me to a subscribe page that has some options for subscription. That's how that's set up. On my iPhone, this is what it looks like. I've got the same button right there. When I click that, it's going to take me to another application, straight to the Apple Podcasts or the iTunes store, where they can click subscribe right from there. And that same link, that same button, will do the same thing for an Android phone. I just don't have one hooked up right now to show you what it looks like. This is how I did it. First off, I am running a WordPress website for my podcast. That's pretty common. And I'm going to use a premium plugin called Pretty Links Pro. That's a plugin that I use. And I do have an affiliate link for you in the description. So if you're interested in checking that out, you're welcome to do that. And if you decide to make a purchase, I will get a little bit of money, but it's going to cost you the same thing. This is a plugin that I've been using for years and I really love it. The second thing is I have created some links for the show and I've saved those so that I have them available for my clipboard. So I have the link for Apple Podcasts, for Google Podcasts, and then my subscribe page. I've got all of those right there. And then in my WordPress admin, so this is where I start creating that link. I'm going to navigate to Pretty Links, which is down here. And I'm going to hit Add New Link. I'm going to make the link type a 302 temporary redirect. Then I'm going to put in one of those subscribe links as the target URL. That's where it's going to send people to. So I'm going to make that the subscribe page right here. More on this in just a second. That's where it's going to send them when they click through until we make some changes. And then I'm going to give it a link that I can remember. Mine already has one, so I'm just going to call this QS because this one doesn't actually matter. This is just for demonstration. This is where things get interesting, and this is where the pro features come in. If I go down and hit Pro Options and scroll down, I've got the option for dynamic redirection. This means that it's going to make a different redirect for a different set of rules, and this is what I need to get into. So currently it's set for none. I'm going to set it for technology because it's a technology-based redirect. Then I'm going to hit Add to add a redirect, and all I'm going to do is change the operating system. So for iOS, that's what I'm going to select first. I don't care about the device or the browser, just iOS. I'm going to send that to Apple Podcasts. I'm just going to copy that link, paste it in right there. Then I'm going to go to add the next one. As you might have guessed, the next one's going to be Android. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And Android, I want to send to Google Podcasts. So I'm going to go copy that link, and I'm going to paste it in. Now when I hit add again, because I still need something for people that aren't on either of those solutions, You'll notice I still have Linux, Mac, and Windows. So I'm going to create one for Linux. I'm going to send that to my subscribe page. Just paste that right in there. I'm going to do the same thing for Mac. So this is for my Mac desktop or laptop. I want that to go to the same place because I don't know for sure what is going to be best for them. And the same thing for Windows. I've created all of those. When I hit create, I'll have a brand new link. And you'll see right here, if I click on that pretty link, it's going to open in a new tab. I've got it set up to that. And it sends me right to that page based on what I've selected. That's the way that I've been able to create a single subscribe button to send people to, and I put that right on my homepage. That makes it really easy so people can subscribe. Now, you might be asking yourself, what about people who want to subscribe in something like Overcast, which is what I like to use, or Castro, or Podcast Addict, or Stitcher? And here's my answer to that. Most of the people who already have a favorite podcast app are going to know how to find your show and subscribe. That's exactly what they're going to do. That's what I do when I see a new show. I don't even go looking for the subscribe button. I just head over to Overcast and I put that in because I know how to find a show. But for people who don't, especially people who are new to podcasts, you just made it easier for them to subscribe simply by making sure that they're not overwhelmed by a zillion options when they go to your website. If you found this helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on YouTube. If you know somebody who might benefit, share it with them. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below. Really look forward to hearing from you.